Hey there, marketing agency leaders. Do you feel like Atlas with the weight on your shoulders each and every day? As an agency leader, you might think everything has to be on you. It doesn't have to be. I'm Damian from AgencyAnalytics. Based on what we have learned from over 6,800 agency clients, let's discuss how you can be a more effective leader. Leaders, here's the first thing you need to know. You need to surround yourself with other agency leaders. In other words, build out your leadership team.
One of the turning points for Lawnline Marketing to become an established agency from a startup is when we started creating a leadership team. As you grow, you can't do everything yourself. You have to remove things from your plate, and you've got to trust other people to be able to handle things for you in your business.
Let's dive into the when, the who, and how to build your leadership dream team. Before we do that, let's quickly explain why you should create a senior leadership team. You're juggling clients, finances, team development, marketing campaigns, operations, and did I mention clients? Building out a senior leadership team helps you balance it out in order to establish your strategic direction. Operational excellence is another opportunity area with a senior leadership team. You want to work on your business, not in it. Finally, scalability. You want to stop playing whack-a-mole with problems every second of the day.
Probably the main thing, and this probably fits with our model too, leadership and skill analysis. And I think if you understand natural flows of capacity, the only way to get out of that is to create a structure of leadership above that and retrofit into that. That's the only way you're going to scale.
Bottom line, a senior leadership team is your ticket to freedom and growth. Now, you might think that's easy to say, but hard to do. There are challenges, but so too is holding up the world on your own.
There were some challenges finding leaders who have both the essential skills and experience and also fit well with our business culture and future directions. Making sure the new leaders align with our vision and values is crucial. Any misalignment could significantly disrupt our progress and team harmony.
Trust can also be a major hurdle for many agency founders. Handing over control can feel like giving up your baby. Identifying the right fit for your team is another challenge. Role clarity is crucial when it comes to tackling these challenges. Lastly, compensation expectations can be tricky. Senior leaders are expensive, especially when hiring externally. So you've seen the opportunities and challenges ahead. What's next? When is the right time to form a senior leadership team? The truth is, top leaders can be hard to attract and pay for smaller agencies. Start by empowering your current team or advisors to become domain experts. If you're at $1 to $2 million in annual revenue, it's time to bring in senior leaders. You're around the revenue threshold to support a leadership team. Perhaps a more telling sign is burnout. If you're working 70-hour weeks and still can't keep up, it's time to delegate.
I realized that if I continued to be the rock star, that I was going to limit the company's growth. And so what we did is we elevated one of the team members to be the head of systematic sales process. I'll never forget what it felt like the moment we were landing clients I had never met. That was amazing.
So who should be on this team?
We're used to seeing on an org chart our CEO, COO, and that's stacked on top of each other. And then who reports to the CEO are the other 5 executive team members. So you have marketing, sales, operations, admin, and finance.
Check out Frank's article for details on the 7 must-have capabilities for agency leadership. With those core areas covered, you still want individuals with the skill set, drive, and cultural alignment to lead those functions. The final question remains, how do you fill these roles? Start by defining roles and goals you need for your leadership team. This eliminates ambiguity and sets expectations right from the start. If you don't have the revenue to start hiring seasoned leadership, consider promoting internally. Promote employees who are aligned with your culture and values. It's a morale booster and encourages loyalty among your staff.
I think it's also just, managing people's expectations as well. Making sure that if someone was to be promoted as a senior, or if we were to hire someone that was a senior as well, we don't want our current team to feel like they didn't have the opportunities to themselves be promoted upward to that position. So there's a lot of challenges that come with building that senior leadership team, but ultimately to be quite successful.
For roles where you lack in-house expertise, like a CFO or a CMO, consider hiring externally to bring in fresh perspectives. Forming a senior leadership team isn't just about delegation. It's about setting your agency up for long-term success. So go assemble your leadership team and scale your agency like a boss. Find more details on the steps you can take to create your leadership team for your agency in this post. The link is in the description below. Got questions about building your leadership team? Drop them in the comments down below. And if you found today's video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow founder. Until next time, keep building, and I'll see you in the next video.